Welcome, Cleo. Congratulations on your wobble. The good news is that I'm afraid once again the BBC switchboard was jammed with angry viewers desperately worried about your wobble, and it's all right, is it?
It's wobbling gleefully, thank you.
Can you wobble it for us? That is, of course, what we were looking at. Mind you, there were an awful lot of viewers also ringing our own That's Life hotline because they were even more worried about the state of their pavements. They wanted you to come and test them for us. In fact, we have now had complaints about 160 terrible pavements all over the nation. So it clearly is a national problem.
And indeed, one major hospital in London, King's College Hospital, have just done a survey which shows they have to bandage up a patient a day suffering injuries from tripping on onions.
Fixed it. So well done, Hackney. But not such good news from Camden, Crediton Hill. You remember where I suffered violent wobblery? Very violent wobblery.
Well, that was the appalling Crediton Hill where poor Mrs. Kingsley broke her arm.
It was, and last week Camden said it was all the gasmen's fault. They'd been digging there in the past and they'd be digging again in April. And this week Camden have changed their excuse. They now say it's Thames Water who are about to sink a huge sewer pipe down the middle of the pavement, so they still can't mend it.
Well, that's charming. So pretty soon, anyone who falls on the pavement will not only hurt themselves, but find themselves up to the neck.
They will.
Right.
And it's going on until the end of next summer.
Well, what can the inhabitants of Crediton Hill in Camden do? In fact, what can all these people do?
Depends
if they're a man or a moose. Gavin.
And in the same mood, we'll...
Home video wobble test.
I certainly will. We seem to have exposed quite a few boobs by the local councils.
Cleo, you put it beautifully as always. Ladies and gentlemen, Cleo Rocos.
Thank you.
We've had a letter from Jim Killen, who lives in Musselburgh, near Edinburgh. He said,